Who doesn't love an underdog story? A plot where the main characters start from the very bottom, but through sheer fucking will and hard work, they become the most overpowered character of their verse. Well, if you're one of the folks here who just love watching these types of anime, well, today's list is just for you. Today I have the top 10 anime where the main character goes from weak to being goddamn overpowered. So, without further nonsense, let's get into it. To start off the list, we've got I Parry Everything. This is a humorous twist on the overpowered protagonist trope in the main character Rei's journey from a weak adventurer to an unstoppable parrying machine. And it's like watching Saitama from One Punch Man, but instead of obliterating enemies with a single punch, he just deflects everything with perfect timing. Imagine a game where you max out your parry skill and dodge every attack with flawless precision. That's Rei's life in this quirky world. His impeccable parrying skills turn every encounter into a comedic dance of dodges and deflections, making him an unconventional yet hilariously effective hero. The series doesn't take itself too seriously, and neither does Rei, who faces every challenge with a laid-back attitude and a perfect escape. His journey from a struggling adventurer to a legend known for deflecting everything that is thrown at him is as entertaining as it is completely fucking ridiculous. The show's lighthearted approach and focus on Rei's unique talent make it a fun watch, so be sure to give this one a try. Then at number 9 we have Bento. Bento is the enemy that turns the mundane into the extraordinary. In a world where grocery store bento boxes are worth fighting for, Yo Sato, our main character, finds himself in the middle of a nightly brawl for discounted meals. His transformation from an average high schooler to a fierce quote-unquote wolves warrior is as a ridiculous thought as it is thrilling. Imagine they're like Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star, and I really doubt that you've watched that show, but anywho, they're fighting not for just survival, but for the last piece of sushi. It's absurdly hilarious, and not to mention completely action-packed. The stakes are low, but the intensity is through the fucking roof, as the main character and his fellow bento brawlers engage in epic battles that would make even Street Fighter envious. With each clash over the half-priced goodies, the main character hones his skills and rises through the ranks of the supermarket warriors. Well, that name really puts fear in my heart. Now, the series blends over-the-top action with a unique sense of humor, making every fight a spectacle and every meal a victory. And oh, so damn delicious. So watch it, you'll find it funny. Next up at number 8, we've got Hero Man. As weird as the name sounds, this show is created by the legendary Stan Lee and brings a unique blend of American superhero flair and Japanese anime style. Joey Jones, an ordinary boy with a heart of gold, finds himself at the center of epic battles when his broken toy transforms into the mighty Hero Man. Joey's transformation from a timid underdog to the pilot of a giant robot is like Simone's journey in Gurren Lagann, though with a bit more of a superhero twist. As Joey and Hero Man face off against alien invaders and other threats, their bond becomes the core of this action-packed adventure. Joey's growth is marked by his increasing confidence and bravery, turning from a boy who could barely stand up for himself to a hero who stands up for the world. The series is filled with explosive battles, emotional moments, and a lot of robot smackdowns. So if you like superhero stuff, give this one a try. Then at number 7, we have Black Summoner. Now, this is an exception because here the main character doesn't become the biggest gym freak, but rather gets his hand on the biggest cheat skill in his own verse. You confused? Let me explain here for a moment. So our main character, Kelvin, gets isekai'd and wakes up in a new world with an absolute blank slate, but quickly rises to fame thanks to his summoning abilities. Imagine starting a new RPG and maxing out your character before the first boss fight. Well, that's the main character's journey in a nutshell. Armed with the power to summon mighty allies and gain skills rapidly, he transforms from an amnesiac nobody to an unstoppable fucking force. His progression gives solo leveling vibes, and not literally, but you get the vibe of him leveling up in a game, where every victory unlocks new potential and allies. Kelvin's strategic mind and relentless pursuit of strength makes his battles dynamic and exciting. The series balances intense action with moments of humor and friendship as Kelvin builds his party and faces even stronger foes. Each encounter showcases his tactical genius and growing might, making his ascent from a novice to a legendary summoner a thrilling adventure. Black Summoner delivers on the classic OP protagonist trope, but with a fresh twist, where the journey to become powerful is as engaging as the battles themselves. So give this one a try and you'll enjoy it. Probably. Then at number 6 we have The Hidden Dungeon Only I Can Enter. A delightful mix of RPG elements and harem antics, so here the main character, Noir, starts off as your average down-on-his-luck noble with no prospects. But his journey kicks off when he discovers a hidden dungeon that grants him incredible powers, like a video game cheat code come to life. Think of it as Kirito from SAO, but with a lot more fan service and reality-bending skills. Each trip into the dungeon equips him with new abilities that range from the absurd to the godlike, and he quickly goes from zero to hero. But it's not just about power here, no. Noir's interactions with his friends and allies add layers of comedy and familiarity to his adventures. Yeah, he gets real familiar with them. Whether he's navigating dungeon traps or the complexities of his growing harem, Noir's rise to an overpowered main character is filled with both humor and, heart. Yes, that. So it'll be a pretty fun ride if you decide to give it a try. Next at number 5, we've got The Unwanted Undead Adventure. This show flips the script on typical fantasy narratives, and here the main character, Faina, once a lowly adventurer, finds himself reborn as an undead. His transformation from a weakling to a powerful entity in the realm of the undead is almost like seeing Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul, but with more skeletons and less human flesh. Now talking about Tokyo Ghoul, screw the freaking executives for clickbaiting us. Fuck. I was almost sure they were going to announce the long-awaited remake. But anywho, the main character's new life as an undead adventurer is filled with dangers and also opportunities. He quickly learns to control his undead abilities to survive and thrive in a world that once outmatched him. From mastering necromancy to outsmarting his foes, the journey of this dude is a blend of cunning, resilience, and a touch of dark humor. The series dives into themes of rebirth and reinvention, as the main character navigates his new reality, turning his once weak existence into one of unparalleled strength and resourcefulness. His rise from a forgotten adventurer to a formidable force in the world of the living and the dead is both captivating and eerie, making for an engaging watch. So if you haven't watched this show yet, be sure to give it a try. Then at number 4, we've got Mission Yozakura Family. So here in this one, Taiyo, the main character's life, takes a wild turn when he's thrust into the world of espionage after marrying the Yozakura family. And for those who don't know what espionage is, well, that's what Lloyd Forger does for a living. And if you don't know what Lloyd Forger does for a living, I don't know, get a fucking dictionary. Anyways, think of Taiyo as a mix between a confused civilian and a rookie James Bond. His transformation from a timid high school student to a capable operative is similar to seeing Deku from My Hero Academia go from quirkless to hero in training, but with more secretive gadgets and less of All Might fanboying. As he navigates his new family dynamic, he goes under rigorous training and missions that push him to his limits. The Yozakuras, each with their own unique skills and quirks, become his mentors and allies. Now, Taiyo's growth is hilarious, but also quite impressive, as he goes from dodging bullets to disarming bombs with finesse. The series blends high-stakes action with comedic moments and touching family bonds. See what I did there? Making his journey from an outsider to a core member of the spy family a thrilling ride. See what I also did there? Each episode of the show is a blend of adrenaline and heart, showcasing relentless pursuit to protect and be worthy of his new family. And after that, at the third spot, we have Guilty Crown. Now, I'd be shocked if you don't know what this one is, but Guilty Crown catapults us into a dystopian Tokyo where Shu's mundane life takes a drastic turn when he gains the power of the king. This power allows him to extract weapons from people's frickin' souls, transforming him from a reluctant hero into the key to humanity's survival. Shu's journey mirrors that of Simone from Gurren Lagann. We have a lot of comparisons here, don't we? Evolving from a hesitant teen to a beacon of hope against a tyrannical rule. As he makes his way through the intense battles, betrayals, and moral dilemmas, Shu's growth is both compelling and tragic. The anime's visual brilliance and an epic soundtrack by the one and the only Hiroyuki Sawano enhances the emotional weight of his performance. Watching Shu juggle his newfound abilities, relationships, and the burden of leadership, well, it feels like riding a roller coaster designed by Lelouch. Strategic, intense, and heartbreaking. His evolution from being powerless to being so fucking overpowered as hell is a gripping tale of what it means to carry the weight of the world on one's shoulders. While the series has its ups and downs, Shu's journey from weak to warrior is one you definitely won't ever forget, unless you've got freaking dementia. Then as the runners-up of today's list, we got Assassination Classroom. So the underdog of Class 3E's face the ultimate challenge, and that is to assassinate their super-powered tentacle teacher before he destroys the very Earth. This bizarre setup creates an unexpectedly heartfelt and thrilling narrative. So as the main character of this thriller, we've got Nagisa, a soft-spoken student who initially seems as harmless as a kitten, but as the class learns assassination techniques and strategies, Nagisa's potential blossoms. He transforms from a wallflower to a stealthy and formidable assassin, channeling his inner Shinichi from Parasite, but with more focus on takedowns and less on alien invasions. And the teacher, despite his threatening appearance, turns out to be a mentor who pushes each student to discover their strengths. Nagisa's journey in particular is a standout, showcasing how someone can go from overlooked to unbeatable with just the right guidance and determination. Each assassination attempt is not just a lesson in combat, but also in self-discovery and growth. The blend of comedy, action, and heartfelt moments makes this classroom one you would not want to skip. But as for the gold medalist of today's list, we have Black Clover. So at the top spot, we have our boy Asta, a dude without magic in a world where everyone else has it. Picture him as the only kid without a wand at Hogwarts, but instead of moping around, he decides to shout his way to greatness. Yes. Now before you compare it to Mashal, let me tell you this much. Mashal is a freaking parody. The show, on the other hand, tends to take itself seriously. So much so that it went on for more than 100 fucking episodes. So shut up. But in any case, that's not the topic for today. So with his unparalleled determination and a rare anti-magic grimoire, Asta bulldozes his way from being a magicless outcast to a cornerstone of the Clover Kingdom's defense. His rise from zero to hero is like if Rock Lee from Naruto went Super Saiyan. Pure, unyielding effort. Overcoming the odds, alongside his brooding rival Yuno in a ragtag team of misfits. Asta's journey is a roller coaster of battles, friendships, and, well, a whole lot of yelling. Each arc ups the stakes, and watching Asta refuse to back down no matter how outmatched he seems is as inspiring as it is fucking loud. If you've ever cheered for the underdog or found yourself rooting for sheer tenacity over raw talent, Asta's story will resonate with you, and just be prepared for a lot of epic sword-swinging action and ear-splitting war cries. And that's the list for today, guys. So if you were able to make it this far, please be sure to comment on which overpowered main character you wanted to see in this list. So hit that subscribe button and press on that bell icon and set us all to be notified about all our latest new videos. And hey, while you're there, don't forget to like the video. And as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.